This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for June 26, 2025. Wolfgang Van Halen has announced his withdrawal from the upcoming Black Sabbath farewell concert over tour commitments with Creed. The Back to the Beginning concert is being held at Villa Park in Birmingham, England on July 5th. Ozzy Osbourne reuniting with Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward for the first time in more than 2 decades for the final time as Black Sabbath. Wolfgang saying, quote, "I unfortunately had to back out because the Creed tour starts the day after and I wouldn't be able to pull it off, unfortunately. I'm very excited to watch it, but I unfortunately had to back out." A little more detail has unexpectedly surfaced regarding Brent Hines' departure from Mastodon this past March. Sharing artwork from their 2014 album Once More Round the Sun to mark the album's 11th anniversary, a fan commented asking to hear the track Halloween and expressing how he misses Hines. The guitarist unexpectedly replied, directing the comment, saying, "I won't miss being in a shit band with horrible humans." Dune filmmaker Denis Villeneuve is set to direct the new James Bond film, saying, quote, "To me, he's sacred territory. I intend to honor the tradition and open the path for many new missions to come." Blink-182's Tom DeLonge is taking another big step in the world of film, announcing that he is the director and co-writer of The Wild Men, a supernatural western set in the American frontier in 1869. The film is part of a new slate from Magenta Light, the indie production and distribution company funded by Oscar winner Bob Yari. Good Charlotte are entering a new phase in their career, announcing their 8th studio album, Motel de Cap, and releasing the lead single, Rejects, their first full-length project in 7 years. In an interview with Rolling Stone, the Madden brothers, reflecting on the unexpected moment that reignited the band, a performance at Sophia Richie's wedding in April of 2023, saying, quote, "We had such a great night and we were all sitting around and we were like, we should do an album. The whole band was like, fuck yeah, yes, let's do an album." The title is a tongue-in-cheek reference to that glamorous night. Motel de Cap feels more appropriate. There's always a little colored sarcasm in our music. There's a little tongue-in-cheek, said Benji Madden. The Rolling Stones have released a new song called Zydeco Sans Pas Sales, their rendition of the late Zydeco master Clifton Chenier. The band saying, "We never just listen to the blues. Zydeco has been part of what we always listen to, the Mississippi blues, and it's not a long way from there to Louisiana. We were always listening to stuff from down there. You listen to American music wherever it came from, even if it was in French." The song is off of the new tribute album, a tribute to the king of Zydeco. Aaron Sorkin has set a sequel to his Oscar-winning 2010 film, The Social Network. According to Deadline, the movie is titled The Social Network Part 2 and will focus on the consequences of Facebook becoming the largest social media platform. The original film was written by Sorkin and directed by David Fincher, garnering 8 Oscar nominations, winning 3, including Best Adapted Screenplay for Sorkin. No word yet if Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross from 9 Inch Nails are going to do the score for the sequel. Biffy Clyro have announced details of their new album ahead of their slot at Glastonbury 2025. The news comes following the band recently sharing a new single called A Little Love. The long-awaited record will be called Fatigue and will be available September 26th. It's available for pre-order right now. Van Halen's 1995 album Balance is receiving a 30th anniversary expanded reissue set for release on August 15th. The band's 4th and final album with Sammy Hagar was reissued in 2023 on vinyl as part of the Hagar-era box set, The Collection 2. The expanded edition marks the first standalone reissue on vinyl since the album's original release. The remastered audio from the 2023 box set was also sourced for this edition, which also has 3 non-album tracks and previously unreleased live recordings from a performance at Wembley Stadium in London on June 24th, 1995. The 2026 edition of the annual Welcome to Rockville Festival is set to hit the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida on May 7th to the 10th of 2026. The festival saying, quote, "Put the pedal to the metal. 2026 is coming in hot. North America's largest rock festival returns to the world-famous Daytona International Speedway. Early bird pre-sale tickets start this week." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 264, featuring Maria and Chris from In This Moment, is available now.